starten. Und zwar, Mike, just for you, I'm gonna start off in German. Tell the guys something about how I met you the first time in Miami, how I saw you, what I learned from you, and something about that. And then I switch over to English again. Also ihr müsst euch vorstellen, Leute, Mike Sotero, ich habe, glaube ich, Bilder von ihm das erste Mal gesehen oder dass es ihn gibt, dass er bei AM ist. Habe ich, glaube ich, das erste Mal schon 2018 gesehen. Der war immer mit Matt Rosa unterwegs, immer mit Julian Kushner, mit Nick Gomez unterwegs. Der war immer direkt mit den großen Jungs wirklich. Und ich habe mich die ganze Zeit gefragt, wie kann es sein, dass der Typ nur Chairman 10 ist? So, der hat so viel drauf, der ist immer mit den Größten der Größten hier unterwegs. Warum ist er immer mit diesen Leuten unterwegs? Und 2018 war ich das erste Mal, 2019 das zweite Mal in Miami. Dort habe ich es dann tatsächlich erfahren auf dem Teamtraining, was wir dort hatten, in einer Universität in Fort Lauderdale, also es ist direkt in der Nachbarschaft von Miami. Dort habe ich ihn speaken hören und da hat sich die Frage für mich beantwortet. Und zwar, es liegt einfach an seinem Wissen, es liegt an seiner Attitude, an seiner Ausstrahlung und an der Person, die er letztendlich ist, warum er in seinem Umkreis nur Leute hat, die wirklich auf dem absoluten Top-Level sind. Und ich muss jetzt keine Zahlen hier nennen. Mike hat es schon mal, ich glaube, auf einer Live-Session erwähnt. Ich muss nicht erwähnen, wie viele Millionen und sonst was auf seinem Portfolio liegen, weil das sind einige. Ja, über Zahlen müssen wir hier gar nicht sprechen, ja, sondern vielmehr darüber, wie vielen Tausenden und Abertausenden er hier innerhalb von der AM schon die Möglichkeit gegeben hat, in diesem Business zu starten. Er ist Chairman 25. Und auf der anderen Seite, wie vielen Tausenden Menschen er schon die Möglichkeit gegeben hat, durch sein Wissen, durch seine Erfahrung, durch seine Expertise Geld zu verdienen durch Mike. Durch Kryptowährung. Deswegen droppt auch jetzt erstmal eine 7 in den Chat, wenn ihr schon mal auf einer Live-Session von Mike gewesen seid. Eine 7 in den Chat, wenn ihr schon mal auf einer Live-Session von Mike gewesen seid. Das sind schon viele, aber das sind noch lange nicht genug. Ja, und es liegt wahrscheinlich daran, dass du noch nie was von ihm so konkret gehört hast. Und deswegen schreibt auf jeden Fall jetzt heute mit, weil er wird sich Zeit nehmen, euch alles hier Step by Step auf jeden Fall ich sag mal, an die Hand zu geben, was ihr braucht, um dieses Jahr wirklich zu einem extrem krassen finanziellen Durchbruch für euch zu machen. Und deswegen switche ich mal in Englisch über und übergebe Mike das Wort. So, Mike, I just told the people about how I saw you the first time, I think in 2019, or I think it was 2019, before the Las Vegas convention, when our team has been to Miami, I think. I don't know exactly, but I knew we were in a kind of university, college or something, and you were speaking, and that was the first time when I saw you in person. The team training, we got busted by the police. We went outside. Austin showed up with his crazy big truck, and it just felt like a movie. And I still remember seeing you there speaking, and and it's just crazy to see how you have developed in the past 2.5 years. To a person who is just inspiring and educating tens of thousands of people. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart that you took the time to be actually here. And yes, so I'm gonna unmute you. The stage is yours. We're all ready and hyped up for your part, and let's go.
Amazing, bro. Well, hey, thank you so much for the invitation. I remember that meeting. That was a funny meeting, right? We spoke and then the cops came because there were so many people. But guys, very excited to be here. How's everybody doing? And drop some ones in the chat for all of your leaders on this call, David, Marvin, all of the chairmen in this organization. And bro, if you could throw me host, I'll share my screen.
Yes, sure.
Awesome, thank you. I'm excited to be here. Literally just got home from the gym, and even people, that I grew up with, they come up to me and they're like, "Hey, are you doing that trading thing?" Like everybody right now wants to know about crypto. Let me share this. Crypto, the metaverse, really everything that we got going on. Can everybody see the screen? Just drop a yes in the chat. Everybody can see CoinGecko. Okay, amazing. So we'll get kind of straight into it. As some of you guys know, we just launched a brand new service, a brand new tool in DCX called AltFi. I'm going to explain how that's going to work at the end, a brand new strategy / algorithm that you guys will be able to take advantage of. But really the question that everybody's asking is, why isn't crypto or why isn't Bitcoin at $100,000 yet? Right? When people have this emotion that Bitcoin has to be somewhere, like it has to be somewhere by a certain time. And, I know some of you guys have seen this before, but some of you have not. and understanding the emotions. Okay. When Bitcoin was running into, that first run in 2017, really that first attention run, there was disbelief when Bitcoin was at a couple thousand, and then it got to like 5, and then it got to 10, and then it got to 15, and then it got to 20, and then there was just massive euphoria in the market. And then for 3 years, we entered a bear market. Okay. Now, right now, we're not in a bear market. Right now, the bull market is still going to continue. Please don't write on the screen here. The bull market is going to continue, but it's going to take time. So let's share this real quick and let's get into it. Okay. The bull market is going to continue, but you got to understand that there's going to be ups and downs. So when we look at crypto today, there's $2 trillion in the market cap. You have over 12,000 different cryptocurrencies. Okay. That's a lot of different cryptos. Now, the question is, Mike, what am I buying? What am I selling? Now, I'm not going to give you financial advice. I'm not going to tell you what to buy or what to go sell on today's Zoom call. But I'm going to show you some projects. Okay. Now, Bitcoin right now is at 41K. Okay. Bitcoin right now is at 41K. You have Ethereum at 3,100. Tether, number 3, which is a stable coin, Binance Coin, Cardano, and you can see. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is 5 years ago. Okay, I want you to ask yourself, what were you doing 5 years ago? Because 5 years is really not a lot of time. And if we go take a look at January 17th, 5 years ago, Bitcoin was at $382. Ripple was not even a penny. Ethereum was $1. Now, you know what happens with crypto is it takes time. Okay. Some people thought $300 was a lot of money for a Bitcoin. But what people don't understand that there's only ever going to be made 21 million Bitcoin. And almost 90% of the Bitcoin are already mined, meaning people already have them in their wallets or have them in exchanges. So simple supply and demand. That's why I believe we're going to see a 6-figure Bitcoin soon. I believe we're going to see a $250,000, $500,000 Bitcoin one day. Now you're looking at it today at 41K. You're saying, well, that's a lot. Some people thought this was a lot. And most of these projects, you guys see this? Most of these projects 5 years ago aren't even here today. That's why this education is so important, because just 5 years, it takes the average person to finish college, university, 4 to 5 years, right? 5 years is not a lot of time. And in 5 years from now, people will look back and say, wow, I wish I would have bought at 41K. So what I focus on and what I teach on our sessions on GoLive is something called DeFi. Now, drop a 1 in the chat if you've heard about Ethereum. Okay, how many of you guys have heard about Ethereum? Now, Ethereum was really that first project that you could build on top of an open source network about 7-8 years ago when it was created. But Ethereum does not have a max supply. So I live in the US. And in the US, our government just continues to keep printing more money. And in the US, not sure how it is in Germany right now, but in the US, inflation is going up. Is inflation going up in Germany? If you guys want to put a yes or no in the chat, is the buying power of the euro or the dollar going up or down? The more US dollars you have, okay, it actually almost means nothing in a way. Like there's some sort of eccentric value, but everything is more expensive. In the US, inflation is at 7% at an all-time high since 1982. In Canada, the country above the US, their inflation is at like 6%. In the UK, their inflation's up like 5%. And I know all around the world's being affected because of the US dollar. Now some people believe the US dollar is going to go on a bull run. I believe the US dollar It may, but I believe the US dollar in the next 12, 18, maybe even sooner, is we're going to see some blood in the streets. You see, everybody wants to buy crypto when they're at all-time highs, right? Why do people want to buy Bitcoin when Bitcoin is up here? You want to be looking for moves in the market. You see, I'm not going to go in depth on this chart, too in depth, but when Bitcoin in January of last year, Bitcoin about a year ago was around $30,000. And then you saw price take off to 57, came back to 45, and then created an all-time high. Now, do you guys see, for those that have been trading for a little bit, high, low, high, low, high. Uh-oh, what happened here? This low was taken out. Now, if price would have taken this low out and then created an all-time high, we would have still been in an uptrend. We would have still continued to go higher. But price broke. It failed to get, see this? This was the all-time high. Price failed to break that in May of 2021. And at that point, I started to get out of my Bitcoin positions. And then we saw Bitcoin really put some fear into people this summer. Did anybody have an emotional summer, okay, when it came to crypto? And Bitcoin went as low as 29,000. And then guess what? Price started to rally. Countries started to start buying. Institutions, banks. You see, when Bitcoin made this run in 2017, all the way back here, there was no banks, there was no institutions, there was no DeFi. Now we're looking at a completely different market. So we look at where Bitcoin is at today, and Bitcoin essentially is still king. So we need to keep in mind of where the market could potentially go. If we lose 37, we're going to come back to 30K. Do I believe that's going to happen? I don't think so. Here's why. Institutions are now involved. Banks are now involved. You're seeing countries take positions in the 40Ks. You're seeing companies like MicroStrategy, companies like Grayscale, okay? Grayscale is an institutional trust fund. And guess what? This is institutional money. Watch this. How many BTC does Grayscale have? Guys, Grayscale has 654,000 Bitcoin. They're not selling. That's a lot of money that they're holding. Okay? Now, I'm going to transition this into DeFi, and I'm going to explain to you why. Look at some of the other products or some of the other funds they have recently started. What do you guys see right here? Well, let me show you the Bitcoin one first. So look at this. They have $27 billion under management. Look at how much they're up in percentage since they started buying Bitcoin. Y'all see this? 28,000%. Show me a stock. Show me a mutual fund that's doing something like that. Now, here's what you have to follow. Look at other, watch this. Look at other cryptos that they have created trust funds for. Basic Attention Token, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, Decentraland, Solana, some of the top projects that I talk about on my sessions. You're going to hear me speak about Chainlink and Solana here in a second. Okay, now look at one of their newest funds. They just launched a Grayscale DeFi fund. And it's down 8%. They just started it. Okay. So why am I talking about this? Is because in DeFi, it's the financial internet, but online. And this is where you have the ability to out-earn your bank. Okay, I want you guys to write down these 4 words. Okay. Okay, write down these 4 words, because when we look at TVL, total value locked in DeFi, this is some of the words that puts this money into this category. Okay, 4 words, write this down. Lending, I'll put it on the whiteboard for you guys real quick. Lending, borrowing, staking, yield farming. Write these 4 words down really quickly, and then we're going to go back. Okay. Grayscale is a private company that takes investors' money, institutional money, and puts it into different cryptos. Okay. So lending, borrowing, staking, and yield farming. And when you look at DeFi, you have projects like Ethereum, like Terra, like Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Avalanche. Okay. Yeah, guys, please don't write on the screen. Okay. TVL. Whoops. David, you may have to remove that person. They have like 5 accounts in here.
Which one?
I think I got it.
You can, when you share your screen from new, if you do a new screen sharing, you can go on the bar from Zoom on the 3 dots, and then you can just deactivate this those comments, I think.
Cool. Let me try that real quick. Boom. Yeah, maybe in the settings on Zoom, guys. 1 second. Video settings. 1 second. Share screen.
You know the bar where you have all the Zoom settings?
Yeah, where it says more.
Yes.
Lock meeting. Yeah, it doesn't have anything with screen share. It's screen share. Optimize screen share for.
Or let me try. Maybe I can deactivate it already. Just let me share.
Yeah, try it real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah, guys, those 4 words is staking, lending, borrowing, staking, and yield farming. Those are the 4 words. Let's see if David can grab that real quick.
Yes. Let me check. All right. Now it's deactivated. You can try.
Cool. Boom. Awesome.
Should work out.
Boom. Let's see. All right. Thank you, bro. Okay. So yeah, lending, borrowing, staking, and yield farming. Okay. So these are some of the top projects, guys, inside of DeFi that make up this TVL. Write this down. Okay. TVL is money that's incentivized, not really to be sold. Okay. So if people are earning 10% a year, 20% a year, 50% a year, why would they sell their crypto if they're earning residual income from holding certain cryptos? Okay, that makes sense. And you have some of the biggest networks that started DeFi, like Ethereum. And right now, Ethereum is the green. Ethereum has majority of the market share. Okay, then you have Terra Luna that has 18 billion. BNB, which I do not like personally. Avalanche, Solana, Phantom, Polygon. I believe Polygon is one of the most underrated projects in DeFi right now, and I'll explain. So let's take a look at a few things in DeFi. Keep it very simple here. There's projects like Aave, okay, where you can deposit your crypto and you can start to earn an interest for depositing your crypto, becoming your own bank. But then you also have the ability to borrow against your crypto, meaning you can take out loans against your crypto. Okay, drop a number 1 if that makes sense. So I can put in $100 and I can take out a loan against my crypto, and I can use that money for a car. I can use that money for something like a down payment on a house. I can use that money to buy more crypto. That's the powerful thing about DeFi. Now, in DeFi, all you're going to need is you're going to need a wallet. Okay, you're going to need a wallet, something like a MetaMask where you can connect your wallet into these different DeFi projects. Okay. Now, for those that are going to ask questions about DeFi, okay, I have a course inside of our platform, inside of GoLive. All you're going to do is you're going to scroll down, right down here. You're going to click on DCX Academy. I'm actually going to be doing a live session in about 2 hours and 30 minutes. So Tuesday at 6 p.m. Miami time. So you can click on my channel, click on favorite sessions. And what you're going to see here is you're going to see an 8-day course that is completely free for all of the GoLive and DCX students. How many of you guys, drop a 2 in the chat if you've completed the course? Drop a 3 in the chat if you have not yet completed this course. All right, a lot of 3s. This is something you guys are definitely going to want to get done before this month ends. Watch 1 class a day, because if you don't know this, you're not going to know how to take advantage of the financial internet. Okay? You want to definitely get that done as soon as possible. Okay? And then for the more advanced people on this call, there's a 3-day boot camp. Now, guys, on day 3 of this course on June 12th of last year, I dropped the project called Solana at $20 on that list. Okay, now Solana is the 7th biggest crypto. Solana was at $20 when we dropped it. It hit $260 in November and is now at $137. Okay. In the boot camp, and there's other projects too. I'm just giving you like the biggest one. On the boot camp on September 12th of last year, I dropped a project called Terra Luna at $25. Terra Luna is at $78 right now, and it hit an all-time high of $100 a couple weeks ago. Okay. So what am I saying? I'm saying is you need to get connected. You need to plug into the products and services that we have here in DCX Academy. When I talk about lending and borrowing and staking, all of these things we talk about on the sessions. Okay. All of these things we talk about on the sessions. Okay. On GoLive. Okay. Now, when you look at things like staking, there are projects. Okay, I'm going to give you a project right now to take a look at. Okay, it's called Anchor Protocol. I'm going to go through the charts here in a few minutes. And what Anchor does, Anchor works with the Terra network. And if you go into their website, you have the ability to click on web app. You have the ability to go in here, scroll down, and you have the ability to lend. Okay, so you can lend your UST. Mike, what is UST? UST is a stable coin, meaning it does not change in value. It's 1 for 1. Okay, it's pegged to the US dollar. So if I want to take profit, so let's say Bitcoin hits $68,000, and now let's say I have $10,000 in Bitcoin. I can move my Bitcoin into a stable coin. When price drops below down here, now I buy back in with my stable coin. And as price is going up, let's say it goes back there. I got out here. I stayed in crypto. I stayed in my stable coin, and now I bought back in, let's say, that same $10,000. But now when price gets back up here, I'm up 68%. So now I just made $6,800, and now my new account balance is like $16,000. Did that make sense? Let me know in the chat. I can't talk about taxes. Every country is different. Okay. If it's in the US, if it stays in crypto, it's not a taxable event. I don't know how it is in your in different countries. But I believe it's similar, most likely, if it's in a crypto, UST, DAI, USDC, they're cryptos, okay? And you have the ability here, watch this, to take that UST and to earn 20% a year on a stable coin. Meaning there's no volatility. Meaning if the market wants to go, if the market wants to do something crazy, right? And the market wants to go up and down and up and down, your money is not going to do that. It's going to stay 1 for 1. So if you got out here, you can get back in at the low and keep it in crypto. So Anchor is a very cool project to take a look at, okay? In also purchasing, potentially their project, but also understanding that Terra, okay? Now here's what's really cool about Terra Luna is to get UST, so to get their stable coin, you have to burn Terra, meaning you have to take it out of supply, okay? Meaning you have to destroy your Terra Luna to get UST. So it's a true deflationary mechanism. Remember how we were talking about Ethereum? You want to find cryptos that have these deflationary mechanisms. See, Ethereum had an update a couple months ago, August 5th. And every time Ethereum is sent, every time an NFT is minted, anybody into NFTs on the call? Okay, we actually just got the green light from corporate to actually start to talk about NFTs. Not about a certain project, but we're allowed to teach now on the overall utility and what to look for in a project. So very, very exciting things. So when you look at Ethereum, I believe Ethereum is going to pass Bitcoin when it comes to the overall market cap. Because look at this real quick. Over almost $5 billion of Ethereum has been burned since August 5th, meaning every time somebody sends Ethereum, a little bit gets burned. What does that mean? It gets taken out of circulation. At one point, there was more Ethereum being burned than created. So think of it like this. Every time you bought something online, every time you spent €1, a little bit of euros was destroyed at the treasury. A little bit of dollars was destroyed. People would hold euros. People would hold dollars. But we don't. The US doesn't do that. They just keep printing and giving more people money, which is obviously not the answer. But they trick people to make them believe that it is the answer. And that's why most people are broke. That's why most people don't have any money. That's why most people don't understand crypto. In 1999, the internet, right? The internet's not going to work. It's a fad. And now every person on this call has a smartphone. Okay. If you have an Android, I'm sorry, but hopefully, you have a smart iPhone. I'm just kidding. Don't hate on me for that. So let's get back to this as we wrap up this call. Okay. Now let's talk about DCX. Okay. With DCX, there's 3 steps. I need you to drop yes in the chat box because these are the 3 steps when somebody gets started with DCX. This is what you do. Okay. Drop DCX in the chat box if you're going to take this seriously. Okay. This is the fast start training. This is what you want to do if you don't have DCX, okay? And guys, we have 2 new announcements. I'll share with you real quick. We have a brand new DCX application about to launch. Now, right now, there's an update to your current SwipeCoin app. So there's an update to this app called SwipeCoin. What you are going to see in the next couple weeks, potentially the next month, is a completely brand new DCX app that everybody will have for free in the field. The second announcement is there is probably about 200 to 300 brand new video course on everything you can imagine when it comes to cryptocurrencies and everything that will be launched as well inside of DCX, okay? But for right now, there's 3 steps. It'll be the same 3 steps, but after. Those 3 steps right now. Step number one is you're going to go to myswipecoin.im. This is the desktop version of the app on your phone, and you're going to log in. Okay, you got to log in. You got to plug in. Okay, and at the end of this call, I'm going to give you a few different cryptos to potentially put in your portfolio. Okay, so step number one is you're going to click on videos. You're going to click on English. Let's see. I don't know if we have German here. We will have German in the new academy. But you're going to click English, Fast Start, and we actually just updated some brand new videos here, okay? Welcome to AltFi. We're going to talk about AltFi here in a second as we wrap this up. So step one, videos, boom. Mike, what's step two? Step two is I'm going to go to GoLive.im. I'm going to click on DCX Academy, and I'm going to start watching these sessions, okay? You have I teach on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays with Kurt. How many of you guys have been on our sessions? Tuesdays by myself, Wednesdays with Kurt. Okay. You have Jason Brown, Chairman 750, who teaches on Friday mornings. So that's like the afternoon in Germany. Every single Friday, you have a Chairman 750 who's made a ton of money in crypto. Okay. You have Crypto Picasso, Nick Gomez. You have all of these educators. This is the most important service and product in our company is Go Live. Okay. Step one, the video. Step two, Go Live. I don't know if I should tell them. Should I tell them, Dave? I'm going to tell them. January 24th to January 28th is our next course. Myself and Kurt, we're dropping an AltFi course. It's going to start on Monday, January 24th. So this upcoming Monday. And it's going to be, I think, 4 days. So Monday on this session, Tuesday on my session, Wednesday here, and then we're going to do a Thursday session. And it's going to be talking about the AltFi ecosystem. I'm going to show you guys one of the features with AltFi today. But AltFi is not signals. It's not copy and paste. It's not make money in minutes. Okay. We're going to show you actually how to learn and actually how to fish and actually how to diversify to create multiple streams of income through one platform in DCX. Drop some fire emojis in the chat box if you're excited about that. Okay. So step one, we have the videos, fast start videos, boom. Step two, this is where the education lies on Go Live. All right. Don't complain about the results you don't have from the work that you didn't do. Okay, I've been in this industry for 9 years. I've been in trading for crypto for 5 years. I've been in this company for about 4.5. And if I can build a business, almost Chairman 50, and be an educator and do all these other things, you can get to Chairman. You can build his business. You can make it happen. You just might have to put the excuses down this year because nobody cares about your excuses. They care about your results. Okay, you can't feed your children or your future kids on excuses. Okay, they're going to want results. So step number 3, okay, is going to be taking advantage of the leveraged ideas from Nick Gomez, Crypto Picasso. You have the exchange ideas. Now, these are projects to put in your portfolio. Now, I need to explain something, okay? You're going to see all of these ideas a little bit different from before. Same concept, a little bit different. So for an exchange idea, like Chainlink, okay, I sent out Chainlink on December 10th. Make sure you update the new app because for compliance to keep our company here for the next 5-6 decades, we can't say, hey, go buy at this number. Hey, go sell at this number. But all you have to do, please pay attention, is look at the picture. The picture is giving you the entry zone. So here the picture has 19 and 15. So anywhere in that zone, you can add Chainlink to your portfolio. So when we go look at the price of Chainlink, let's find it real quick. Okay. Chainlink hit our zone. Okay. December 10th, we sent it out. So Chainlink hit our zone around $18, $19. It shot up 56% in your portfolio. And we may come back down here. We'll see. I don't know if we'll get all the way that low. But all you have to do, guys, is look for the zone for the entry. So it's not going to say stop loss. No, it's going to give you the zone. Now, in future ideas, okay, in future ideas, you will see, let's see, you will see also a take profit zone, but it will not be called a take profit. It will be, a swing zone. You may see that term. So like you can see here, the arrow is where I'm looking for on Terra Luna. You can see the entries. Does that make sense to everybody? Same thing with the leveraged ideas. You will be able to see, okay, you will be able to see, we just got the approval to put like a stop loss, but it's going to be a zone. So the same thing, guys, but we have to change the language a little bit, but you're still going to see the entry zone, the stop loss zone, take profit zone. Very simple. So moving forward, that's how these ideas are going to be sent out. Okay. So step number 3 is you have the leveraged and the portfolio or the exchange ideas. Now there's some exchange ideas here that I've watched drop very, very low right now. Projects like Idle. Okay, this is sent out on the exchange ideas. I believe this has a great team. They're extremely active on creating new services for DeFi. There's a risk in everything. I'm not telling you to go buy this. I think this project has a lot of potential. It has a max supply. It has $100 million locked up, and the market cap is very low. And this is a project that helps stable coins really earn pretty crazy APY. Okay, you can see here. Let me see if this will load real fast. You can earn about 4.5%, 17% on Ethereum, and you're earning the idle token. Okay, guys, if you write on the screen, I can probably guarantee you're not going to be successful in crypto and trading. I would pay very, very close attention. Okay, so you have Idle, a great project. You also have Superbid. Superbid is doing some pretty amazing things. They're actually transitioning into a new token, and they're actually going to be having a new token that has about 18 or 21 million different in the max supply. And they're moving into more of a launch pad for NFT projects. And they just got a really, really big sponsorship with Jorge Masvidal and a crypto project called Crypto Crime Club. So this is a pretty low cap project I'm watching. Also, you have things like Compound. This was a top project. This is a top project in DeFi. Max supply of 10 million. Market cap's at $1 billion. I believe this can get to $1,000 a token. In my opinion. Okay, and this is very similar to like an Aave or a Compound. Now, as we wrap this up, I like Anchor and I like Oasis. Now, as we wrap this up, I want to show you guys the last tool that we just dropped. Okay, how many of you guys have been taking these AltFi ideas? Let me see in the chat box. Has anybody taken these ideas? Okay, so let's go over the rules really quick. So these are the rules. Okay, take a picture of this, write this down. I'll send it to the leaders and they'll get it to you. Okay, 3 rules. And I'm going to take my time as we use these last 10 minutes. 3 rules. Okay, step 1 is we're going to look at the blueprint. The blueprint is going to be taught on GoLive. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at the hour 4 time frame. And the orange line on the screen, we're going to look if price is above or below. Step number 2 is we're going to utilize the hour 4 and the 30-minute time frame. So you're going to go from H4 to 30 minutes, and you're going to look at the notes that me and Kurt put. You see, Alt-Fi stands for altcoins and DeFi. And we're some of the first people really to ever be teaching in the world, from what I've seen, trading altcoins on leverage. Okay. And then step number 3 is we're going to confirm. You're going to confirm. See, I'm not going to give you a signal. I'm going to show you how to fish forever. So you're going to confirm, and all of the ideas are greater than 1 to 3, but you're going to confirm where that stop loss is going to be. Now I'm going to teach you how. Don't worry. So these are the 3 steps. Now, what do you guys think is the most important step in these steps? Let me see in the chat box. What step is it? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, here's the answer. All of them. Okay. I know some of you are like, damn, I know he's going to say that. It's all of them. Now, I'm going to highlight for those that said step number 2, because step number 2 is the instructions. This is where paying attention. Okay. This is where paying attention comes into play. So let's jump into Alt-Fi. So Mike, how do I get there? What's good? How does this work? Okay. So what you're going to do, let me share this, is you're going to go into your im.center. I want everybody to follow along with their computer or their phone if you can. So log into your IM center, log in. Okay, you're going to go to strategies, scroll down, click DCX, and then open up the original swipe coin scalper that everybody here should be utilizing, because the scalper gives you these ideas on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, the scalper is a 100% algorithm. You see how it gives you the blue and the red arrows, and then you follow the algorithm notes, and then you confirm it. How many of you guys have made money with the swipe coin scalper? Drop a $sign in the chat. Put the $signs in the chat if you have. Okay. This is an amazing tool. So when myself and Curtis came together about 2 months ago, wasn't long, we said, hey, let's take the algorithm, let's add some stuff, but instead of it like giving false trades, like buy, sell, let's confirm the trades. So with Alt-Fi, in the top left-hand corner, you're going to click DCX Alt-Fi. Now, the algorithm is not an arrow up, down, and it doesn't just alert you all day. The algorithm actually lets us know when there's an idea, and then we confirm it on our end, and then we press save when we see our note, and then that's when you guys see our notes. So over here on the top right-hand, on the right side, this is where you get a chance to get not only an algorithm, but you also get a chance to see what I'm looking at. Okay. So when we go back, right, we go back in time, and I'm just going to show you a few ideas here. You know, this ETH BTC buy. Okay. The ETH BTC was 8 days ago. Okay. This was an idea. So what I'm going to utilize, guys, is the hour 4 time frame. Okay. I'm going to utilize the hour 4 time frame. And then the 30-minute time frame. So we can see here on the 30-minute time frame, it said break and close above the zone confirms this idea. You can see here that there's a potential scalp zone, aka the take profit, aka the entry. Now we're going to change the colors a little bit so it's easier to understand, but you can see that if the zone is above, you're looking for a buy. And guess what happened? You could have entered anywhere in the zone, and this was about a 200 pip swing, okay, on ETH BTC. This was the first Solana idea that was called out, okay? Now, if you need to go to the daily, you can just zoom out, double tap the numbers, and then just zoom out. Okay, this was called out 8 days ago. We took an entry off of the zone. Guys, the top of the zone is potential entry 1. The bottom of the zone is potential entry 2. Does that make sense to everybody? Now, I'm going to go to the 4-hour. Now, this idea that was sent out 8 days ago, and there's actually a new idea happening right now. What do the notes say? Ignore rule number 1. So you see the 3 steps. Make sure the price is above or below the orange line. In sport, sometimes you'll call an audible. Okay, you'll call a different play if you're a coach. So here, I said to ignore rule number 1. If you took this entry, when Solana moves like this right here, guys, into that zone was over 2,000 pips. Guys, I'm not answering any questions about certain coins, okay? So AltFi, you can take on MetaTrader 4. I can't tell you what broker. This is leveraged ideas. So whatever broker, you have to talk to your uplines, talk to whoever you're working with. But this is on MetaTrader 4, okay? And we just started, this just launched last week, okay? So let's take a look at Luna. Okay, this was an idea that was sent out 5 days ago. So let's answer this really quickly. This is the zone, top of the zone, bottom of the zone. Price was called out right here 5 days ago when price was sitting on this orange line. So step number 1, was price above the orange line and in the zone? Yes or no? In the chat. Is the candles above the orange line? Yes. Great. Number 2 is we're going to drop down to the 30-minute time frame now. Now we're going to look for that entry. Okay. Now we're going to look for that entry. So 5 days ago. So as price was here, you could have had many different entries. Now there's a tool over here, long and short. So let's say I take a buy here and I put my stop loss here. You're going to need to confirm that the risk to reward is greater than 1 to 3. Now we saw price shoot up. Okay, this move right here. Let's say you got in at the top of the zone. This move right here was about 600 and 700 pips. After you're in profit, 200 to 300 pips, move your stop loss into profit. There's no reason why you lost this trade. Okay, this you could have potentially caught at least 500 pips. Okay, so let's take a look at the newest idea. Okay, the newest idea, I dropped it 4 hours ago. Now let's zoom out. What does this say right here? Ignore rule number 1. After 200 to 300 pips, move your stop loss into profit. So look, I'm on the daily time frame. I'm just zooming out. You see the zone that we're looking for. You see potential swing. This would be about 10,000 pips if price can get to this high. Okay, I'm not looking for 50 pips or 100 pips. We're looking to swing these altcoins on leverage. Okay, so now let's follow the rules. Let's start on the hour 4 time frame. What did the notes say here? Ignore rule number 1. So this orange line, don't worry about it. The orange line going across the screen, don't worry about it. Be patient and confirm a risk to reward idea. So guess what? We just hit the top of the zone. So I'm going to write this down. I'm going to take my entries on the 30-minute time frame. I'm going to say it again. You take your entry on the 30-minute time frame. Okay? So price came into our zone. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You're saying, Mike, where would you put your stop loss? I'd put my stop loss under this previous low. So I'd have my stop loss around, let's say, here. And now I gave you a crazy, crazy swing target. On this session right now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a scalp target. I would be looking for something like this. This would be a risk to reward. Okay, this is where you have to confirm the idea. This is why getting on GoLive is important. What is the risk to reward here? It's 1 to 10. Is that greater than 1 to 3? Yes. So if I risk $1, I could potentially make 10. If I risk 1% of my account, I could potentially gain 10. Now, the most that you should be risking is 2%. Because in this idea, if we look for this scalp to 155, and you know what's amazing is on our sessions on GoLive, on the exchange ideas, we're already looking to buy Solana at these prices in our portfolio. So now you're making money in the portfolio. Now you're making money on leverage. And then now we're going to show you on GoLive what to do with that money, right? In the ecosystem of AltFi. So I'm actually in this idea right now. And if you see here, my long-term, let's say I wanted to get out right here at 155. That's guys, that's 2,000 pips in the market. Okay. If price goes from $135 to $155 on leverage, whew. So making sure that risk to reward. Now look, even if I put my stop loss down here, that's still a 1 to 3.5. You know, if you're brand new, you're going to have to get on the GoLives, plug in. You got to do the work. People are scared to do the work. That's why they're struggling. So this is a way, guys, for you to kind of get the inside look of what we're looking at. You know, this was sent out yesterday, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Okay, and you can see here, I'm going to go to the daily time frame so you can see it a little bit better. What does that say? Ignore rule number 1. Potential reversal zone for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So let's go to 4-hour. And when you see Ethereum versus Bitcoin, how many people are trading Ethereum versus Bitcoin? How many people are even trading Solana, Polkadot, Cardano, Tezos, Luna on leverage? Very, very few people. So we're going to be looking, guys, for 1 to 2 trades a week. We're not going to be trading every day. Trading every day, I probably guarantee you you're broke. You're probably blowing your account. If you trade every day, you probably have no discipline. You don't need to trade every day. You need to be patient and catch 1 or 2 good risk to reward ideas. Okay, this Solana zone right here, if we break, we're going to fall. I don't think we will, but I'm okay with this risk to reward. You guys see this? I'm okay. This is on the daily time frame. I'm okay with this. Are you? I'm okay with that. It could even be, if you took the idea right there, a 1 to 10, a 1 to 12, 1 to 13 idea. And you'll learn this on the GoLive sessions, okay? So guys, with that being said, I'm going to pass this back to David. I appreciate your guys' time. Continue to plug into our sessions. I'm going to be on GoLive in a couple hours, in 2 hours. And in the chat box, I'm going to put the Telegram link, the Pip Talk link, all the communication channels. So I'm going to turn the chat off for 1 second so you guys can grab these links because I do update people through the Telegram. Obviously, all the trades go through Swipe Coin and all that stuff. But take a look real quick at that. And then in 2 hours at 6 p.m. Miami time, so 2 hours from right now, jump on my GoLive session, okay? Drop a 1 in the chat if you can commit to being on that session in 2 hours. Stay up a little bit late. Put in some overtime, and let's help you guys hit your goals. So, David, bro, I'm going to pass it back to you. I appreciate everybody's time.
Let's go. Thank you so much. And apologize for the stupid people drawing on the screen, but yeah, it didn't make the show less exciting. So I think this was a lot of knowledge which we can all take from here to apply it actually. So thank you very much, and we love to see you again in 2 hours on GoLive. Und ja, Leute, in diesem Sinne geht es wieder hier zurück auf Deutsch, und ich habe euch nicht zu viel versprochen hier mit diesem Call, denke ich, ja. Ich bin einfach übelst geflasht von dem, was er hier uns heute gesagt hat, weil Leute, schaut einfach mal was ihr damit machen könnt, wenn ihr nicht nur Altcoins einfach kauft, sondern gehebelt tradet, die Kombination aus beidem habt, dann noch passives Einkommen durch den Businessaufbau, was für einen Finanzkreislauf ihr für euch hier persönlich erschaffen könnt, ist einfach nur verrückt. Da braucht man nicht noch 5 andere Jobs oder sonst was, sondern ihr habt direkt 3, 4, 5 Einkommensquellen in einem. Und über Staking haben wir noch gar nicht geredet. Deswegen absolut, absolut heftig.